Immigration was one of the hot topics. I think for the last couple of elections it has been, but certainly one of the hot topics. You have people that are very kind of divided on the subject matter. I think a lot of the conversations around the immigration and the immigration debate is very dishonest, and a lot of people are talking right beyond each other. I did a video talking a little bit about this stuff. If you want to watch, like I forget what it's titled like the libertarian position on immigration or something like that, and I discuss all of these ideas because there's a lot, not only misconception about what the libertarian position is on it, but in a lot of that I was talking about some of what I mean when I talk about the dishonesty. But as I said, you can go rewind or rather watch old videos that I've done, as well as like News of Why It Matters. I appeared on there, and even some of my colleagues didn't believe me. I told y'all fools long ago that the when it comes to Democrats, they pay lip service to this idea of open borders and taking care of everybody that wants to come in. It sounds good, and it seems like the Republicans have and the conservatives have been baited into that conversation because they have the idea that they are that way. So they're constantly arguing with each other when, again, none of the numbers support any of this by any means. I talked about this with Barack Obama. Barack Obama deported more, and no, it's not. No, some people would try to say, well, it was different because they changed the meaning of what. No, we're talking actually physical removals. Obama, for example, deported more than any other president before him. They're not these like open. The Democratic Party never has been that. It just sounds very, very good among like definitely some of these younger folk. It sounds very, very good, but that's not the case. Definitely with Joe Biden, I don't know why people thought that he wasn't going to be, actually getting to the nitty gritty and getting folks out when it was time as well. Because what it was is they recognize Democrats aren't stupid. They're stupid, but they're not stupid, if that makes sense. What I mean by that is there's a certain demographic of low information voters who will support them if they pay lip service to the ideas of being like this pro-immigrant party, right? A pro-immigration party. And they're not stupid enough to understand that those folks are generally some of the most enthusiastic people when it comes to like campaigning for them and all that sort of stuff. And it didn't take long for them to definitely because of that, whether it be the paying a lip service. We covered this before. There's been interviews being done by people that have been trying to get into America. They looked at it like, okay, well, these people are going to now be in office. This is my chance. So they thought it was worth taking the risk to travel from wherever part of Central America up to, the southern border. That was the approach. That doesn't change. And I get where that lip service could then lead other people that are not in this country to, again, want to travel there. But as far as getting these people up out of here, they'll do it. And we have another example of that. It's 5 months into the presidency. Man, no, it feels like longer than that, but it hasn't been that long. Both the president and vice president are starting to talk a lot more about this subject matter. Let's listen to what Kamala Harris Khan had to say about this situation.
And I want to emphasize that the goal of our work is to help Guatemalans find hope at home. At the same time, I want to be clear to folks in this region who are thinking about making that dangerous trek to the United States-Mexico border. Do not come. Do not come.
Simple and plain, huh, Kamala?
The United States will continue to enforce our laws and secure our border. There are legal methods by which migration can and should occur. But we, as one of our priorities, will discourage illegal migration.
Kamala!
And I believe if you come to our border, you will be turned back. So let's discourage our friends, our neighbors, our family members from embarking on what is otherwise an extremely dangerous journey.
Hey, it sounds like Trump, don't it? It sounds like Trump, don't it? Like that sounds a lot like him. And of course, if you do have an R next to your name, and you say exactly what she said, you're going to be deemed as this racist person that hates the Mexicans and everybody else in Central America. But again, this doesn't surprise me about her, nor does it surprise me coming from the Biden administration. Again, there's a lot of folks that look more or pay attention more to the lip service of these politicians, definitely when it comes to immigration, as opposed to what's actually really happening. And a lot of their numbers, be it in deportation, removals, all of that stuff is available for you guys. You can take a look at that. Their policies, the Democrats' policy has never been one of this like big time illegal, whatever you want to deem that what it is, illegal immigration. That never has been a thing. That's only them paying lip service to, like, definitely around election time to try to, and unfortunately it works, gather those like that pro-immigrant, I don't want to say constituency. It's more the populace that is pro using the state to that definitely when it comes to like refugee resettlement programs. I know that's a little different from just that. Bottom line is that doesn't surprise me. Now I'm going to highlight it because I want to see you guys that are leftists pop like aneurysm or pop blood vessels, maybe have a couple of aneurysms. I don't know, because you morons actually thought that they were going to somehow be different on this. No. If you paid attention again to the last Democrat that was in president, and again, who was his VP, you would have known all of this was coming, right? So you got bamboozled, but this is what it is. But also, there's a lesson to be learned for the other guys that are generally on the other side, maybe of this position, or thinks that the Democrats is uber pro-immigrant, pro-open board. They have never been that party, and right now what they're facing is yes, information spreads a lot faster than what it did, and a lot of people have become more enthusiastic through such a, we can have the conversation about why it's like that, why people are incentivized to make that journey. I've lived in South Texas. I understand it. I can certainly relate to it, and I know the reality of the situation. However, it's a completely different conversation to what it is. I guess the point that I'm trying to make, and that's that you guys are very silly in which you think that these guys have positions that are generally them basically backing up everything they said with action as it pertains to their lip service, and it's not the case. They are hawks. They have been border hawks. This is not new. This did not start with Kamala Harris. This did not start with Joe Biden. This is not anything new. There's a reason why people that actually paid attention to the numbers called Barack Obama the deporter in chief. There's a reason why he earned that title, and he absolutely earned it. Stop listening to, I get it. He's got a lot of these conservative commentators get you all riled up and enthusiastic about some of this stuff, and like, oh, these Democrats, they're just that's not how they've ever been. They've never been that. Now, again, this isn't a video for me to say, well, they taking the right position or the wrong position. No, y'all already know what my position is. Go watch the video. It's a long form video of me talking about the libertarian position on immigration. I'm more so looking at this to show you, haha, I told you so, and hashtag no refunds. You just watched a clip from my podcast, For Canon's Sake. Catch us live at 12 p.m. throughout the week over at youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and follow us over at odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. If you want to watch the entire video cast after the show is over, just be sure to become a member on the YouTube channel. Of course, the full audio portion of the podcast is available for free on all major digital platforms, or just visit forcanonsake.com.